I'm Francesca Albrezzi, and this is the first video in the OARC series on NotebookLM for research. AI, machine learning, and large language models are being utilized more and more within research practices. When applying these tools within research contexts, it is important to consider the ways AI systems can be open or closed. You might think of it as a spectrum, as this article and InfoViz by Angela Luna from 2024 demonstrates. For example, the code for the model itself could be released open source, where others can customize or contribute to it. Or it could be proprietary to a particular entity, meaning the code is only available to those with access and is protected under copyright. Models can be released for public use and still be closed, such as certain versions of ChatGPT. In these cases, users should not assume that any use of the model is private or protected in terms of their own intellectual property. Your data is being captured and processed on proprietary servers. Instead, you may choose to download and run an open-sourced LLM locally, using something like Ollama, so that your data is not shared. The AI system itself may also be designed to operate under more limited conditions. Imagine you just want to ask questions about a single set of documents, and you only want answers that can be found directly in that data. AI knowledge retrieval systems, often using techniques like retrieval augmented generation, RAG, probe a single knowledge base, dataset, that the user defines, which increases output accuracy and contextual relevance. Rather than drawing on many different sources, for example, a dataset that is akin to the whole of the Internet, this RAG approach limits the data scope, and so the system can only respond based on the information that has been provided in the dataset. And obviously, more secure systems are necessary when it comes to using AI/ML tools for sensitive or protected data, which is why RAG is great for research. NotebookLM is a web-based RAG system that sticks to the provided sources, such as PDFs, texts, websites, audio, or video, though it can access the outside if needed or prompted. It's a notebook in the sense that the application operates as a user's personal space, using private data that the user provides. LM stands for Language Model. The generative AI engine is currently based on Gemini 3, with Gemini 3.1 Pro available to Pro/Ultra users for advanced tasks, and the Nano Banana model handling specialized multimedia tasks like cinematic video overviews. So why use NotebookLM for research? A common challenge for researchers is that we often find ourselves drowning in PDFs, meeting transcripts, and browser tabs. Unlike ChatGPT, which is pointed at the whole of the Internet, where anyone can post anything about a topic, NotebookLM knows your data. As source-grounded AI, NotebookLM only answers based on what you give it, significantly cutting back on hallucinations and providing instant citations. This makes it a far better tool for assist in high-level academic tasks, while maintaining output accuracy and contextual relevance, as compared to a general LLM. NotebookLM transforms how you interact with information by grounding its intelligence in your specific data. Under the features umbrella, the platform allows you to manage an extensive library of up to 50 individual sources, including PDFs, Google Slides, and even YouTube transcripts. This creates a closed-loop system where the AI only knows what you tell it. And because security is baked in, your uploads stay private and are never used to train Google's public models. Let's take a closer look at the interface layout to demonstrate how you navigate between the source panel, the chat, and the studio. The NotebookLM interface is structured as a 3-column workflow that moves from data ingestion to synthesis. You input your raw data on the left, interact with and refine that data through the chat in the middle, and finally, produce a polished output or creative asset using the studio on the right. Let's start with sources, where you input your data. Located on the left side of the screen, this panel is the foundation of your notebook. You can upload PDFs, websites, text, videos, or audio files. There is also a direct integration for importing files from Google Drive. In addition, it features a search bar for the web and specialized options like deep research for in-depth reporting and fast research for quick queries. These allow you to pull from the internet to find additional sources. Once you've added your sources, this area serves as the library for all the grounding materials the AI will use to answer your questions. It won't go beyond what is added here for answering any questions you have or prompts you make. Next is chat, which is the area where you interact with your data or sources. This central panel is the primary workspace where you engage with your uploaded data. At the bottom, there is a text entry field to start the dialogue once sources are added. Through the conversational or chat interface, you ask questions about your data or prompt it to summarize specific documents or find connections between different sources. Because the AI is grounded in your sources, its responses are limited to the information you provided in the left panel, reducing hallucinations. Finally, Studio, the output, is located in the right-hand panel. The Studio contains features dedicated to transforming your sources or research into different types of structured final products through several preset generation tools. For example, there are those geared towards study and analysis, such as tools to generate data tables, mind maps, flashcards, quizzes, and reports. Others are focused on generating visuals based on your data, such as the infographics and slide deck tools. There are some focused on media creation, with options for audio overviews, often used for the popular podcast-style summaries, and video overviews. Also, I want to point out the Add Note button at the bottom, which allows you to save specific snippets or thoughts generated during your interactive sessions. You can then add those back into your sources and have the Studio generate an output based on what you produced within that chat session. Additionally, NotebookLM can be integrated directly into the Gemini chat interface. This eliminates tab switching, allowing for specialized research, immediate summarization, and content creation within a single, organized workflow. We will conclude this introductory overview by addressing some frequently asked questions. What languages can I use with NotebookLM? You can use NotebookLM in over 50 languages in the browser or with a limited set of languages in mobile. Check out other videos in this series to learn how to change your output language in NotebookLM. What level of data privacy do I have when using NotebookLM? According to their terms of use, NotebookLM uses the files you add, the outputs you generate, and your chat history to build your knowledge base and assist with your research and tasks. The content in NotebookLM will not be used to directly train the foundational AI models, unless you choose to provide feedback. Data that NotebookLM shares with other Google services, such as the Gemini app, is used per the Google privacy policy and any service-specific notices. Be sure to review the terms and policies closely, especially if you're working with any kind of protected data. Links are provided in the notes section of the slides for this session. Are there limits for my use of NotebookLM? With NotebookLM, you get 100 notebooks, with up to 50 sources each, and 500,000 words each, or up to 200 megabytes for local uploads. There's no page limit. Additionally, you have daily limits of 50 chat queries and 3 media generations. You may also experience a source import fail if your original PDF file is copyright protected. At the paid tier, Google One AI Premium or Pro, you can create up to 500 notebooks with up to 600 sources per notebook. Daily chat limits are increased significantly, as well as media generated from the NotebookLM Studio. This is subject to change, so do check back in on this, especially if you plan to purchase a particular tier. What happens if I delete notebooks or notes generated within a session? Is there any way to recover them? Unfortunately, there's currently no way to recover deleted notes or notebooks. Save to notes frequently during your sessions, and export out frequently to make sure you have a backup of your work. Is it possible to duplicate a notebook? Currently, this feature isn't supported. Is it possible to share notebooks? Yes, notebooks can be shared for access and collaboration. However, our UCLA accounts do not allow sharing with anyone outside our network. While the core technology remains the same, your choice of account impacts your workflow and collaboration. Using a UCLA Enterprise account offers a more restricted environment designed for academic integrity and institutional security. This means you cannot share notebooks with non-UCLA domain users, keeping your research strictly within the university ecosystem. Choosing between a personal or UCLA account ultimately comes down to whether you prioritize the security of the UCLA walled garden or the cross-domain flexibility of a personal account. As we look at the current landscape of LLMs being used for research in early 2026, NotebookLM, now powered by Gemini 3, really sets itself apart through its sheer scale and precision. While competitors like Claude 4 and ChatGPT 5 offer impressive reasoning capabilities, NotebookLM's 1 million token context window allows it to ingest far more data simultaneously. We're looking at a capacity of up to 50 sources for free users and 300 for Plus, with a generous 200 megabytes limit per file. What truly distinguishes it for academic and professional workflows, however, is the source grounding. Unlike the general responses or simple footnotes you might see elsewhere, NotebookLM provides direct links, meaning when you click a citation, it scrolls you to the exact paragraph in the PDF. Combined with its ability to generate everything from audio and video overviews to mind maps, it's less of a chatbot and more of a comprehensive research ecosystem. Thank you for watching this OARC workshop video. We value your input, so please take a moment to share your feedback on our workshops by scanning the QR code on the screen or following the short link provided. We hope this session was helpful and look forward to seeing you in our next tutorial, where we'll dive even deeper into advanced research workflows with NotebookLM.